Welcome back, everybody. My name is Block Creation, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of a different video because today we're going to do some live building. So we're going to develop a third version of a 2D color printer in Minecraft. Over here we have my first version, which is pretty good and is more a update to my older printer that uses clay, I think, yes, clay or wool or something, and also glass. So I'm currently also working on that design further to make it a 3D printer with glass in survival Minecraft. But over here we have my a faster design that prints vertically, and this is very fast and compact, I think. But I just had the idea that we could store these concrete powder, I think. Yes, they're called concrete powder. In not a like this, but more like vertical. So have one drop chute, for example, like this block in the middle, right here. And then have 4 different types of concrete powder on all sides, and then go up 1 block and have more concrete powder, and like this on 4 different layers, because there are 16 concrete powder blocks, and these are 16 places for concrete powder. So that's what we're going to do today. And we can start just by building a pyramid shaped thing. I don't know what it should be called, but we're going to start with a drop chute, so pretty high up it should be, like this. Remove the other blocks. Yes, I could just have used set block, but I like to do it the old way. Then just build it like that, and then we have to get our concrete powder back. I did away with that, but we're going to do this again, like this and this. And the problem that we have is that we have to have a very high line to have all of our concrete powder stored. So we are going to start right here, and the first lines are going to be up here, or pillars I should say, and we are going to just push them in with normal pistons, like I did on that design, just like this. And by the way, the goal is that we can print 2.5 blocks per second. That's the hopper speed limit, and that's also the item sorter speed limit. That's why we want that. But now the problem is we can't just have another piston right here, because the tower is going to interfere with the first tower. So we have to go out some blocks and then place the tower right here. And do that on this side too, and I accidentally switched my hotbar. I think it's this new feature with hotbar swapping is very good, but I would like to reassign the buttons, and I don't think it's possible right now. At least I think that. But now we already have our pyramid like this. And I'm just going to repeat this on every side and be back. I have now done the pyramid, and another problem is that if we have a item sorter going from here to down there, below this, of course, the problem is that these will get activated first, because the item has to travel to that one. And that's a slight problem. That's why we need some delay on these pistons, and no delay on the last piston. But anyway, now we are going to assign a one item sorter to every piston. So this is going to be our first item sorter. Then on the other side, we're going to connect this piston, I think would be good. Then we're again on this side. Just like that. Or no, I'm going to do that side right here. Like this. And just do that for every piston. Like that. I forgot some blocks right here. But we're going to assign these to that. And then we can bring this up from here. Just like that. So these are going to be the lines of redstone. And to do that, and this. Also, we just have to configure and find out the timings afterwards. But right now I just want to assign every line to a piston. So right here, then we have another item sorter. I don't know if I'm going to do it on this left side or on the right side of the hole. Probably on the left side, I think would be better. But then we can also do something like this on this side. And we really should find out what we're going to do up here. So these spots, yes, like that. Now we can start with the item sorters. So our items are going to come from a chest right here. Yes, I would say this is good. Yeah, I would say this is a good distance. Or no, how about we just use a... So right here we can have repeaters coming from the item sorter. So I'm going to build one layer of the item sorters, just like that. And that. I'm going to use the Tango Tech design, so with 3 redstone dust. Then just a chest, maybe like that. Down here, I like to have chests here because hoppers would get locked. But we also need trap chests, so like that. And then we could hook this repeater up to that piston. But that would need a tremendous amount of delay. Maybe go below here. And then just connect it with some repeaters. And a torch tower, a simple one. Just like that. And this. And these delays we have to configure afterwards. But then we also have a second slice and a third slice that all connect up to their corresponding pistons. So for example, we could do the same thing as we did on this side and just run out the repeaters down here. So like this, then like this with the redstone torch, and then maybe some more repeaters. And as said, we have to configure that. But now I'm going to do all the lines and be back. After a while, I'm now finished, and I think it's pretty chaotic, and it was not very easy to wire all the pistons up, but I eventually got it. So right here, we also have to move all the signals that come from the item sorter right here, one to the left, and for that I used this torch pattern, which is going to activate all of these pistons. And I'm sorry if my frame rate is a little bit bad, but I'm going to get a new PC in a while, so you can be grateful for that. But anyway, I'm now going to do the timing, and what I have learned, or what I know, is that a hopper can move 2.5 items per second. That means if a hopper line is like this moves 2.5 items per second, and there are 10 ticks in, or rather 10 redstone ticks in 1 second. So 10 redstone ticks through 2.5 items are 4 redstone ticks per item. Now we want to start with the first one and count the delay. So 1 tick, 2 tick, 3 tick, 4 tick, and 5 tick. If you don't know, a repeater can be toggled to 1, 2, or 3, or 4 ticks, and a torch is always 1 tick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and because every row has the comparator, I'm not going to count that one, but we have 5 right here. So on the next line we have to have 4 more, so 9. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. Okay, we have 9 right here. So we can take out this one and replace that like that. Now double checking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I'm going to do this process for every line until I reach the end and be back once I have done that. I have now done the rest of the work, and I had to move this over because it would print on the false side. So if I wanted to print something like this, it would print this instead, and that was kind of unfortunate, so I had to move this on the other side of the hole. But then I have also decorated it a little bit, and we can now test it out. And as you can see, I have already tested it out, and I needed a clock. So this is my clock design. I think it's pretty good, but you can differ on that opinion. It's just a normal hopper dropper redstone torch clock. Now we can print our image, and I like to use funny goggles that are pretty funny, and I also use those in my last 2 printer designs as a showcase, so a little bit of consistency right there, but just like that. And you have to pay attention to these colors because they say if it's backwards or not. But on the left, upper left, there are light blue. That is what we're going to say. But now there are signals traveling through the system, as you can see, and the first concrete powder is going to be fired. And right here you can see how rapidly this is getting printed, and there's constantly a concrete powder block falling, just like that. And it's very fast. I haven't timed it yet. I'm going to say that in the next clip, but we are almost we are like half of the way there already, and it's like been 10 or 20 seconds maybe. And the 4th layer, and this thing can keep up. And right here on the upper left there's light blue, so not backwards or something. And it's almost done. Right there, it's done already. And that was pretty fast, and the whole point of this machine was to go fast and not be compact like these two. So these are much compacter and don't use very many resources because you don't have to have these timing circuits, because they just deliver a new item not as fast. But this one is, in my opinion, the best design, and I'm going to, of course, link the video in the description because it's compact and it's pretty fast too. So I'll compare the speeds in the next clip, but anyway, this is a complete success. One thing I didn't like is that I have to use a clock, but that is due to the item sorter not being fast enough and just emitting a long pulse instead of two short ones when there are two consecutive items of the same type and or more even, and it's just going to be one long signal and not two short signals, and that would only put out one concrete block, and that wasn't what I meant to do. So the results are in. This machine just took 55 seconds, which is the fastest I've seen so far on YouTube and by myself. And this one, the one that I would recommend to build, just took 1 minute and 20 seconds, which is a little bit slower, but really, if you want like 30 seconds, then just build that one. But if you're a normal guy with a normal speed is limit, you're fine with this design. And this one is much more compact and survival friendly. Also, that design is easier to refill because these columns aren't really next to each other that nicely. But yeah, that's pretty much this video. If you like this type of video, so live commentary to a build, or not really live, but more live than usually, then leave a like and show your support by writing a comment and a suggestion, because I love suggestions and they give me great video ideas. But anyway, that's it for today, and I hope to see you all in the next video.